match in a while, and I'm looking over at Plastic. I see John and I see Syzygy, who I have teamed with in the pre-made league previously. I'm looking to see them do some work here.
I mean, it's going to be, a few players that we've seen previously, right? I mean, it's going to be players, I know Hiker is going to be subbing in as well for this game. Plastic is running one sub for this one. But this is going to be, it is our playoffs. I'm trying to load the bracket up right now because apparently my internet decides it doesn't want to behave. But there's going to be Morse dropping with that sniper. So 2 snipers going over the side of Plastic. They're going to have them one that equipped and ready to go here as they're already with a flagpole here. As you can see, the flag is going to be out on the ground, and the sniper will go down again, so Hiker Trash will fall, Judge will fall, Syzygy is going to be the last one up with the Quantum Translocator here. He's going to find one onto Brohan with that nade. And just to confirm as well, this is a 2v3 matchup, so Worriers is the second seed coming into this from the regular season, and Plastic is the third seed. These are both teams that are coming off of pretty good regular seasons as well, and this is a winners round 2, so the loser will go down into the lower bracket, but they won't be out of it just yet.
Both these teams, therefore, they're going to know the stakes. This is a heavyweight match if there ever was one in the mixed league. What I do want to see a little more of, I'd like, in some ways, the aggressive play with the snipe here from Hiker. I kind of want him to be a little bit more patient with it. Like, they've got 3 down now. I want him to set up sort of at Warriors pistol, get some spawn kills in, let his team get the flagpole, and keep moving from there as the game ends, I guess. Concur. It is the slowest map among them as we hop on board with Chalo here. Maybe he wants to try and make this go a little bit faster. He, having played the previous round, he wants to try and make sure things go the way of Warriors.
I mean, they're just... You just don't want to have to see some of that stuff again. You're like, nope, I'm good. Don't want to see that.
Oh,
get that out of here. As right off the rip, the sniper's going to be out. Some good shots there, and Jail will find that. So early picks, looking to follow this one up as well, and the translocator getting used immediately out. So open things up. Not too many advantages. Just one down on the side of Plastic, but actually John will go down. Syzygy will go down. There's all the opening picks that Warriors needed, and that's that's going to be your first wave of kills. In a CTF, you get your first wave, everyone's going to spawn back up, and now you have to get the second in order to get that flag. And, for those wondering, why does it take so long in a CTF match? It's because of this. You need to get so many kills. Oh my goodness, JLo is not missing shots, basically. That's a double kill. Looking for 3, gonna duck away just in time, but, I mean, this is a pretty darn good start for Warriors.
That it definitely is. The only way it could have been better is if they had waited on that flagpole just a little bit longer. They waited just a touch longer. They could have kept map control and probably gotten the flag cap. But JLo doing just an amazing job here, leading his team currently, and he has yet to die as he picks up the killing spree and manages to stay alive, getting up into Warriors' vent. He is keeping all the pressure on Warriors right now. He right now is the most important player for his team.
I mean, not missing shots either as well, right? The sniper and the bandit both going crazy, as that's going to be Chalo doing everything right now. Is going to get that flag and get it on the move here. He's going to be trying to clear out these respawners. This will go down. A teammate, though, will be there to pick it up. So Brohan trying to move this and is going to get forced off as well, taking some shots, looking to find the teammates in support, but it looks like they are going to fall. It's not going to win that 1v1 on the flag, and that'll be a return. So Warriors cleaning that one up pretty quickly, honestly. They got things handled. Business was done. Flag back, and we're 3 minutes in right now, and we are going to see, right now, just kind of a reset across the map. Everyone, well, I say reset, Warriors just lost 2 players, so again, we are in a situation here where, Plastic finding those openings to push up the map.
Both these teams, again, just like, they seem to be just trying to, I guess, probe HR a little bit with these flagpoles, because I'm looking at them, they don't make much sense for when they're doing it, but maybe they're trying to gauge responses here so that they can make a better flagpole later.
Very possible. I mean, you'd also really just like them to just pull the flag, like get the flag out, get it done, and just, I mean, you'd like to take advantage of it, right? They are, I guess you could say a little cautious, and actually Plastic just went 3 dead, so everyone's dead on the map right now. Chelo, last one alive with a sniper, trying to figure out what to do with it. And is going to just be kind of wandering around there, trying to figure out where the team is going to be coming from, but Warriors not really looking like they're able to capitalize too much on that. The players back up from Plastic, 2 dead again though, and a great shot there from Chelo. Is up to 7 kills so far, is going to find the body on that one, is going to chase that. Oh, okay, I thought almost just fell off. And then
About to
I thought it
say.
just fell off the whole map. Yeah, didn't actually happen. Just went right down to bottom mid and is okay. So Warriors actually getting sent right back to the respawn screen here. 3 players coming up off spawn. If Chelo hit that, I would have lost my mind.
Would have too.
Would have absolutely lost my mind.
Kind of the unfortunate thing about that play, though, is he way overcommitted there, and as a result, all those excellent plays he was making, getting Warriors 3 down, was all for nothing. Now Warriors are starting to move Plastic's flag. Here we have John getting the touch here. He's already got it to the halfway point here as he moves it into his...
Oh, he left fine. Oh,
with a slight fumble, but teammates there. But yeah, it's already into Warriors computers. Looks like... I don't see the name,
yeah,
but...
That one is going to make it all the way, so... Flag 1. Despite all the pressure by Plastic over the course of this game, it's going to be Warriors with that first flag, and, you know, they just went 3 down again. It seems like this keeps happening almost. Like, Warriors has gone down 2-3 dead. You know, 2-3 instances already. Plastic has only happened once, and Plastic is the one on the back foot now, so... You can see, you know, Morris trying to stay alive, is being a nuisance in the bottom of the flag, is going to challenge. I don't know how Morris wins that one with no shields, basically, is able to pick that one up, is still alive in the back of the base, you know, trying to get the teammates. I mean, all of his teammates are just not able to make it to him yet. He's trying to get through, and he's not going to stay alive, so, you know, all that time kind of bought because Warriors had to commit a lot of resources to, you know, hunting him down in the back, and Plastic wasn't really able to make up for it.
Very nice snipe there from Bad News, but it kind of just comes down to the positioning. Oh, as he picks up almost a triple. That, I feel like that should have been, but this is Plastic's best opportunity so far. Yes, Warriors is 3 up, but they're not in a real great position except for the one person heading out onto Plastic's pistol, which I didn't quite catch their name, but... That's the only person anywhere near position to try and get a pull here. Yes, they're getting a touch, but this can work in Plastic's favor. I'm sorry, in Warriors. Shoot, I'm getting my tongue twisted here, but yes, this works in Plastic's favor. Warriors has to come all the way from the back of their base over into Plastic's side in order to get any kind of traction here. They aren't able to do it. It's just too much inertia, and now we have a tie game.
We are tied up. It's going to be, you know, either side here. We are underway. Back to 1-1. And, you know, 5.5 minutes on the board. There's still plenty of time to go in this game. So, you know these players are still going to be, you know, waiting. There's a lot of time to go here. As you can see, the push coming up. And Plastic goes 3 dead. So Warriors puts on the accelerator here. The shots are coming through. The team... Okay, Syzygy didn't actually finish that kill. I guess somebody else. He thought someone else was going to finish. I don't think anyone actually finished that one off. So the flag is going to be out. It's being pulled right in the direction of Brohan here, who's going to just say thank you very much for, you know, bringing me a flag. Takes down both players. Is going to get sniped in the back, though, and Judge will be there to pick up that kill and follow through. Syzygy trying to cover is going to get Bad News. Big kill there for the back support, and is going to be able to move up to a new angle. Won't finish that kill. But I think bought enough time, and Judge dies right on the podium. The flag is still not in. It hasn't been put in, and, you know, John trying to get to it is going to get held up a little bit here. He gets a triple, though, as Brohan goes down. Finally, someone puts it home.
Unofficial over, says production. I agree. It's an overkill in our hearts.
Yeah, it doesn't come up on the screen, but we know what happened. We know the truth of what just happened. We'll give it to him.
And again, it kind of speaks to, I think Warriors is doing a better job actually executing the flag runs as far as where they're running it, when they're running it, versus Plastic, who have been outslaying. But That's not enough with objective games. Just not enough to just constantly have the art team on their back. It definitely helps, but if you're not getting the flag out, or if you're not getting the ball held, the hills held at the right times as well, then all that slaying is for nothing.
Yeah, no, that is exactly the case, as you can see. I mean, right now, 2-1 here, and it's gonna still be, you know, pressure held up on both sides. Plastics continuing to push forward. There's 2 dead again for Warriors, but, you know, Warriors has done, you know, a pretty good job of, you know, maintaining controls of their sniper rifles and just doing a good job across the map of being in control of where their stuff is, right? I mean, they've done, you know, being able to track down these weapons, and I've never seen this many players in bottom mid in my life. But everyone's apparently bottom mid.
That's where the
This
party
never
is,
happens.
I guess.
It's a party down here. Yeah, I've never seen this actually, because everyone wants to avoid the pit like their life depends on it, which it kind of does. But instead, here we are.
Plastic does have the flag into their computers. Warriors is currently 1 down, but Plastic is 2 down. Morris with the double kill, getting the touch, keeping the flag alive, but John is right there to get the return, it looks like. As Hiker picks up another kill on another Plastic member, and there we go. John gets the return. And again, all that progress was unfortunately for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we're counting down too, right? We're at 2 minutes right now on the clock, which means Plastic has to go. You don't really have the time. I mean, I know they've been keeping up pressure this whole time, but you have to start taking a few more risks, a few more things that maybe you wouldn't normally do, because you do have a problem. I mean, right now, Judge has that, well, the flag in hand, got halfway across the map here. And again, you know, Plastic, you're the one that's supposed to be on the offense here, but you're the one that's currently suffering because your flag is not home. Warriors is actually doing a fantastic job here of just maintaining this pressure. They're trying to stall out as long as they can, and, you know, Plastic, with this flag over the 50% mark, you got to stop him here, because if that flag gets home, this map's over. So 2 for each side on the board right now is alive. Warriors is coming off the respawn here, but Plastic trying to get this flag back, and they haven't been able to do so yet. Warriors still has this one.
Warriors has been doing a really great job keeping this flag alive, and I mean, they would be more than happy, I bet, if they kept that, but they're not going to try and force the issue. And Syzygy with the big brain play, the remote detonation, I love it. Even though the flag returned, it doesn't matter. This inertia works in their favor. It's not, I mean, look at the game clock now. We were just at 2 minutes. Now, through all this, to just get that return, we have 45 seconds and counting. Plastic are running out of time here. Warriors can play the clock and come out with a win.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 35 seconds and counting, and Warriors is still doing keeping up a really good presence on the map. You can see Syzygy with the sniper rifle down in bottom mid is gonna miss that no scope, has to back away, but, you know, just the presence, right, of this player being here. Syzygy just being a nuisance and making his presence known means these players have to respect it, and they have to back it up. So, you know, John is gonna go down. There's 3 players dead for Warriors right now, but they've maintained enough. It's 10 seconds to go. Flag is out though. Chelo has this in hand, has to run for his life and try to hold on to this flag here, but the flag being out is gonna be massive here in this moment, as it's gonna trigger overtime, sudden death, but Chelo has gone down. I don't think anyone is gonna be close enough to that flag to get there in time. And that is going to be map number 1, going the way of Warriors, despite all the pressure we just saw.
Arm and a leg. I want to hop on board with him and thank you, Slick as Pie, our producer, for hopping on with Shallow right off the bat. Unfortunately, the Caster's Curse comes in and gets him taken down, but high game here. No one's yet touched the overshield. I'm curious to see if Plastic can continue the Slayer dominance that they had in game 1 and turn into a game 2 victory here. Keep things interesting.
Yep, I mean, this time there's no other, there's no other objective on the map that you have to worry about. So, very much a possibility that they can just, you can spend all your attention on just making sure that you're going to do exactly that and just kill here. And, it's probably just, Chelo run free. Although, I mean, we say run free, he's currently 0-3 right now. So maybe, not the best start for the team that we expected to come out firing. And instead, it's Warriors 8-2 in the lead. Make it 9-2. And Judge is going crazy here too with that, you know, with the thrust, is gonna get taken down by the spawning player. But yeah, okay, this was not what we expected off the rip, that's for sure.
Not on our bingo card, as they say, but Warriors off to a really great start. They got the initial overshield. They've had a pretty solid lead since, and a couple missed shots there for Hiker, but still working with a good solid lead here. But one thing you can always count on with Team Slayer, things can turn on their head faster than you might think.
Absolutely.
You know, Warriors.
I mean, you look at the assist count though too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Warriors, they are team shotting all over the place, and we need to see the same thing on the other side right now.
Yeah, like I can't, like especially this late in the game, this late in, for lack of a better term, the championship bracket. You can't be working on an individual contributor basis. You got to be working as a team. You should not really be getting into 1v1s, if that makes sense. You should not be getting into 1v1s. You should be getting into team fights pretty much 100% of the time. Every single kill should be like a 2-shot because your other teammate was shooting at him while you were getting in position.
Yeah, and I guess in that same vein too, I mean, we're in week 7 of the Rec League, right? Like, we have been in this for quite a while now. So a lot of these teams, you know, have a lot of time to practice, even though this is mixed, and most of these players have not played with each other outside of, you know, maybe the occasional duo. I mean, you still have a lot of practice together, basically. And, you know, this is our 7th week of matches. You've played, you know, 6 best of 5s up until now. Most of these teams, you know how your teammates are going to play at this point. You know what's going on. You know what they expect to do. So you know your tendencies. And, I mean, Warriors with that sub kind of thrown in doesn't seem to be affecting them, honestly. Hiker seems to be doing perfectly fine right now with these guys. So I don't think they have to worry too much about that. But overall, I mean, you know, it's showing. Warriors is doing a fantastic job right now, and they're maintaining. But, I mean, as I say that, you know, as much as that opening, it was, what, 7, 8 kills to open things up? It's a 2-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Slayer can flip on its head real fast, and especially Aquarius. Especially, you know, you get control of that overshield one or two cycles. That makes things a lot easier for you to get back in control. Yes, Warriors is still in the lead. Yes, they are maintaining it. And yes, it's up to a 5-kill lead now, but again, things could turn on their head, and as we're approaching the 30-kill mark pretty soon here, which is kind of the halfway point for any Slayer, you know, we're seeing Plastic bring things back here. We see Chalo staying alive at top mid. He's going to pick up the overshield for his team. We're seeing them hunt down in yellow utility one of the players from Worriers. And now, and just like that, Plastic has taken the lead. It's a 1-kill lead. It's pretty slim, but they have maintained the most important things. They've maintained map control, maintained control of the overshield.
Yep, and here's some of that.
Oh, that prediction, Nate, I saw in the corner, and I was like, I hope you saw that, and they didn't. As Chalo picks up another kill, not leading his team in kills currently, that's Morris, but he's not far behind either.
I mean, it's beginning to stretch out too, right? Warriors now down 5 kills here, so it's a big swing going the way of Plastic here. They finally, you know, found their form, as Chale's going to find another and is going to, you know, go for the back smack on another player. So does end up getting that, is on a killing spree too, so 5 kills in this life for Chalo as they continue forward. Went from 7-7 to 12-7 just like that, eh?
Yeah, and I think Plastic was, you know, listening to us as we were talking, because take a look at the assist column, where previously Warriors was in a pretty commanding lead there. Take a look at the assists now for Plastic. 10 assists from Bad News, 8 from Morris, 7 from Chalo. I mean, compare that to Warriors. they very well may have been listening. Because
it does look like, yeah, they are stepping it up now all of a sudden.
I mean, that's the key to victory for any kind of game type here in Halo, but especially for Slayer, where kills are the currency. You need to be shooting together. You need to be communicating with your team to shoot the same things, communicating your pushes. make them more effective. Judge here with a nice kill. This is still winnable for either team as we're getting into the final stretch here, 41-37 in favor of Plastic. Jallo with the overshield, though, that's a big pickup for them as they catch out Hiker on his own. Syzygy goes down as well.
Yeah, that's going to be big. It's going to be 43-40. Make it 44, though. Another is going to fall. John will go down there, but it's going to be 2 dead traded back. So Warriors got to slow this one down here a little bit. I mean, it's a 3-kill lead. You can see, like, Plastic, they're pairing up here. They're trying to group together, try to find something, and, you know, trade anything at any possible instance here right now. And it's just chaos right now in the base. Chelo, one shot, is going to have to back away. They're just flying in from everywhere here. It's a double kill for John, who's gonna come alive here at the end and just go crazy with some shots here, but will go down at the end of the day. It's 47-44. They didn't make any ground in that fight. Like, they didn't go anywhere with it. They're still trailing the same amount as before that fight. And, you know, the slow pace that you were trying to hope for to be, you know, not as chaotic, not gonna be there. Warriors are gonna lose 3 players just like that. And that is going to be Plastic fight constant. Everyone just flying into the base there, like, one after the other. And, like, I don't know. I feel like at that point of the game, you kind of have to, like, step back from it and, like, readdress it. Because you can't just, you know, constantly be... Everyone's, you know, calling for help, but you can't honestly just continuously feed in. Because if you're trading 1-for-1, like, the numbers are just going up. And the numbers don't go up in your favor, right? We are into the live fire. It is Strongholds here. Strongholds? I thought it was King of the Hill. Alright, maybe I was wrong.
You're okay.
Nope, I was wrong. Yeah, I thought it was King of the Hill. Nope, this is live fire. Alright, sorry, we are underway. I am misreading things, but Warriors out to a good start yet again, right? They have B, they have A. There was a flip on the map, and they've scored the first 25 points without a response right off the rip.
Yeah. And admittedly, even though they were not able to get control of the camo, they've still managed to maintain control. They're still maintaining it. And now we have snipe control for Warriors. Right now they got a very solid A-B hold.
Well,
Hiker does
used all the ammo there. So, you know, if you go down with that sniper, you don't give it over. So that was pretty good. And nice perfect there from Syzygy there. He's gonna get 1, but will get traded out here. So 2 dead for Warriors means B's gonna get flipped. C also in the process of being flipped as well, it looks like. So, you know, Plastic is on the board. They are on the board here, but Warriors, you know, trying to fight back, answer back, and AB will go the way. B's gonna start flipping. You know, you're relatively standard, everything kind of all over the place off the rip. But, you know, they are continuing on.
That they are, and right now I kind of want to see Warriors pick a side. They got 2 people pushing over towards A. They have 2 people over around BC. They need to pick one or the other. But I suppose when you get 3 down like that, you can pick whichever side that you want to go to. Very nice job there from Warriors to get the slays in and to hold down B in the process.
Yep, I mean, I'm sure they're more than happy with that one there, as, you know, the 3 dead gives them a lot of space to work with around the map here. As they continue on and charging forward, they're going to be scoring once again. They will have that translocate in the hands of Judge, who actually is going to trade 1-for-1 there. So we'll go down. Not able to pick up too much there off of that one. The 2 dead now in Warriors means that Plastic is going to have an opening, and they are going to take that opening. So they will pick up a kill. Take that one going forward here. As we're going to continue to score, they're still down 50 points, and it is, you know, a fair minute, but Syzygy, poor guy, last alive on the team, there's nobody else left. Everyone's dead. The trip cap was in, but now there's going to, you know, get one here, picks up A. As we can see, continuing forward, it's just going to be, you know, the team having a regroup right now. Chelo will have that sniper, is going to, you know, try to stay alive, will go down, didn't use up all the ammunition. There's still a few bullets in there for Hiker, and Hiker now going to turn that against Chelo's team. And start firing off some shots, most likely, here in the next, you know, moment. Eventually.
At some point in the near future.
He's got it. He's got it in his hand, right? He's got to use it at some point.
And unfortunately, he does not use it in time as Plastic swarms him and takes him down. Plastic here now only down about 30 points. Play-wise, it's been pretty even across the board here, but
Yeah.
thus far it looks like Worriers did have previously the number of Plastic for holding down these hills, but with the trip cap in here for Plastic momentarily, Worriers stopping the bleeding by getting C. I keep seeing Worriers do this sort of half and half push. It feels like they'll go half to the one side and half to the other. And this is, I would say, not what you want to do. You need to push together in these situations. If you keep splitting your pushes like this, especially, again, like you said, this late in the game, you know what your team's going to do, and that goes for the other side as well. Even with a sub, you're going to have, usually 3 out of 4. They know their business. They know what they're going to do. If you keep beating pushes and just dying without purpose, you're just going to end up in this current situation that we have right now, which is where time is ticking away, and not in your favor.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, I mean, the push that you're talking about, I get it if there's, the power-ups over there on the opposite side of the map, and, I guess it paid off. Warriors does have that camo in hand. But when it's not there, you gotta, unify on something, like you said. You can't really split things up and go to the opposite sides of the maps when there's nothing really going on that side of the map, because, Warriors is now staring down a 50-point lead. As you can see, Plastic has taken the lead considerably against them here. And Judge, trying to stay alive, does have that camo. You'd like to keep that and not go down with that here. As they're going to hold on to AB, they're going to get that reset here, and the points steadily ticking upwards for them here. So they are going to close this gap, 40 points and counting. As you can see, the shots coming through in mid. Chalo's going to fall. And Brohan, it seems like everyone on Plastic is kind of having their day in the spotlight or something, because everyone seems to be rotating out who your top player of the map is right now. And currently it's Brohan, who's currently leading the team at 11 and 10 here, with the assist to boot. Syzygy's gonna fly inside, is gonna have no shields, gonna get bopped on the head as someone comes flying in the window there. Bad news though, will fall to a nade here, so B going over right now. Plastic is gonna stop the point scoring of Warriors here with about a 20-point gap, and they will cap B. It's gonna be immediately hopped by Warriors here, and the fight around B is going to continue as is. You will see the translocator for Morris here. The problem is you're not, you're gonna go like 5. Oh! Oof. All right, I guess that's one useful translocator. Except,
let's just hope he doesn't translocate off the map. Yeah, you
don't want to use that again.
We'll see if he remembers. But if I'm Warriors here, the thing that I want to try and do is I want to try and get a B and C hold. Oh, he forgot about it. Oh, whoopsie daisy. But
we all saw that coming, right? Like, we're all like, he's gonna forget, he's gonna try to get out, and then it's gonna go, oh, I was not supposed to do that.
I have made a
yes, sir,
mistake.
You were not.
All right, Warriors now with Snipe, with control of A and B. They're scoring points again. I want to see them slay out and get C and get a triple cap for a little bit, and then just hold BC. My personal feeling is just that the C side is a little bit stronger of a position. You have better sight lines over to B and realistically to A. I feel like the AB hold, unless you're getting camouflage, as Syzygy has just done, which is fantastic play on his part, I feel like it's just not quite as strong.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're at a point in the game too where both teams are basically at 150 points, and you basically have to kind of adjust your priority, I guess. I mean, I don't know, Plastic hasn't really put a priority on camo from what I've seen so far. I think they've had it once this game, maybe once, but they put a lot more emphasis on that sniper and maintaining kind of mid control over towards Sniper's Nest as well. So they're putting a lot of pressure on this B side of the map, and it paid off for a good portion of this game. They are in the lead. I mean, they had a big comeback, and then they did give up quite a bit of points and let them get back into the game here. But Plastic has been maintaining a good series of possessions around the map. You can see they're still putting a pressure on this B side, as Chalo's going to win a big gunfight there. Does have 3 bullets still left in the sniper, and there's a clothesline there. 3 dead for Warriors means that, well, Plastic has to reset some of these caps here. Looking on towards A, there's 2 players respawning up. Chalo's probably going to have to back down from that, but, you know, probably more than happy to take the fact that, you know, that's a couple kills. And, you know, I said back down. Chalo's not backing down. He's going to keep going, and he wants this for sure.
And he does as they move into a triple cap, and this is not looking good for Warriors. I will agree, Plastic's not really been... Oh, wow, okay. Okay, Chalo, just keep going off, why don't you? As it gets the killing frenzy. But although they've not been getting much in the way of camo, Plastic's control of mid and of snipe has enabled them to control C, has enabled them to kind of control Warriors' spawns a lot more versus the other way around. And that has helped them to get this fantastic lead that they're working with here. As we're quickly approaching the 240 point mark as Hiker gets a very nice no-scope, but I don't know if this is going to be too little too late.
I mean, it might be. You can still see Plastic. Time is taking their way. Someone's going to hop on towards C, then when they're just going to stem the bleeding here. They're going to have to pause for a moment. As you can see, Warriors will take B, so that BC hold is going to mean that they'll be scoring. It's going to be stopped because Plastic has hopped on towards the B point, but B got flipped so quickly. Wow, that went really quick. We're down the last 8 seconds here, which means Warriors has got to go. They got 2 dead, which means they probably might not have the chance to hop onto a point in time. It's all down to Haiku, who's not going to get there. And that is going to be map number 3 going the way of Plastic, as they're going to take it. All right, send us back in. We're back. Apologies for the delay once again, but we are back. It is going to be back on to Halo, and we are back in business right now. It's going to be Solitude, and right off the racks, it's going to be Judge with camo, with shock rifle, all the power-ups basically. This guy's just running around with everything you could ever want, and is going to be quite an annoying presence on the map for the time being that Plastic has to deal with here. Warriors, first touch on the point as well. Great shot at it, Judge. Starts off 2-0 here with that shock rifle in hand. And you can see Warriors here opening up with, a bit of a lead.
Yeah, and this is, I would say, sort of the ideal start for Warriors. They got the initial camo, they got the initial snipe. They haven't got, I would say, as much hill time as they probably wanted, but they're maintained control for a bit, and they're keeping Plastic out of the hill, which is, I would say, also important. Now,
yeah, I mean, they've done up until this point, I guess, because now Plastic is in the hill. You can see Chalo did pick up that shock rifle, but, out of ammo, which means that power weapon's going to be out for a little bit right now. He's going to finish that off, though. Bad news finds 1. 2 dead on either side, though, means this hill's going to be kind of neutral, and I know that time is going to be, time is going to become a factor just because it is, it is Solitude. This first hill, like you mentioned, is just so open. It's just out there. Everyone is just sitting there just going like, please, why do I got to deal with this? But it's going to be there out in the open. You got to start, kind of looking at it and going, this is going to be here. We're going to have to deal with that. And you can see the players are continuing to move forward here. And we are going to see the shots continue in the back. It's going to be John we're on board with, who, had a bit of a slow start on that previous map. Making up for it now. It's going to be 6 and 5. But 3 dead on Warriors here. Means that Plastic should have their opening. They're going to take the lead on this first hill.
Yeah, and what I think swung it is just Warriors, was trying to do a little bit too much all at once. They were both trying to slay out Plastic and pick up some scrap time. Because of how King works in this, I would argue the better thing to do when you're in a situation like this where the enemy team is just scrapping away some time, slay them out first, then focus on the hill.
I mean, you're going to see that was a 4 dead as well. Plastic lost every player, and that did give up the hill control here. So Warriors breaking through at, kind of the last minute. They found it. They got on the board, just at the end there. I was able to secure the hill, but I mean, look at that. There's barely any time left in the hill. The players got to get in. If you're from Plastic, they're not going to be able to do so. Hill number 1 goes the way of Warriors, and that took a good amount of time off the clock as well. So that's, something they're going to have to watch going forward. But Plastic here on towards P2. They got this rotation down here as we're going into hill number 2. It's going to be all plastic here off the rip, but Warriors with that shock rifle control again. Syzygy has the weapon in hand, looking to make use of that with those headshots. Is going to be forced to back away though here, and is going to have to retreat, and will go down actually. He gets cross-mapped and ends up falling, so nothing doing there.
Yeah, we are going to see... Hill number 2 is always a bit of a pain, just when you don't immediately get in there as the team that wins the bottom middle hill. When you don't get in there immediately, it allows the other team to basically spawn on it and set up in a almost impenetrable way, because the way that hill is set up, it's in its own little room. You essentially have to assault it like you're, a police breach team coming in to a hostage situation. It makes it a lot more difficult to deal with as the assaulting team, as the offensive team there. The other team would just play defensively, play around the cover there. It plays very much in their favor, which is why you have to get in there so quickly. Warriors, though, really good comeback. They've got camo control. They've got map control, it looks like. And I really enjoy how Hiker is playing this. He's not staying in the hill. A lot of people, especially in matchmaking, would stay in the hill with the camo and just rack up time, but that's not the best place for the camo. It would be a lot more valuable looking around the map, calling shots, picking up kills, instead of just getting time in a place where you can very easily get naded out.
So definitely, you can see the presence on the map doing a great job. He was going around picking this up. And yeah, I mean, Hiker's 13-8 to open things up right now, so really good start out of them. The problem, though, is that you're still a little behind right now, as it's been tied up. Plastic in control of that hill. You can see Chayla looking for these rotations, looking to try and cut these players off. Is going to get in a one gunfight here, but is going to find that, gets that kill, trying to avoid the trade, and will, do so for a moment before going down. So that's going to be continued shots just ringing out across the map right now. Those things are continuing to go flying, as it's just all over the place right now, and you can see the control plastic still maintaining things. They're not on the hill right now, but they have actually lost it. Warriors is going to be kicking them all out. The eviction notice is through. Morris is trying to resecure that though, but I mean, this player's just everywhere basically, except in the hill. It seems like finally someone from Warriors, the last player standing, is going to hop in that hill. Guys, you need to do that a little earlier, and that a great, win there out of Morris, excuse me, or sorry, Trash. But it's just not working out. And all of a sudden, actually, Plastic on 3 down. What is going on?
Well, Warriors to get a very good spawn in blue, in Cafe Blue area. They were able to parlay that into scrapping some hill time while Plastic was stuck over at snipe side. Yes, Plastic got control of the snipe initially, but because of where Warriors were positioning themselves based off their spawn, they were able to negate that advantage for Plastic and put the second kill for them on the board. But now here we go again with another hill that kind of actually favors where Plastic was spawning. And not much Warriors could have done about that based on where they were, but this hill can kind of lay towards Plastic unless Warriors can get in here and pick up these kills as quick as possible.
Yeah, we are going to see. I mean, they just got it. They do have to get in there right now. And Warriors, this is like the 4th time I've seen a team go down 3 players down for some reason. It just seems to keep on happening. Plastic is going to take advantage of that, though, as every player from Warriors is going to fall and hit the deck. They're going to get in on this point. They'll take the lead here. As, the clock, again, though, the clock isn't going to become a factor, because right now we are down to their last, minute 20. These teams have spent a lot of time not in that hill, and it seems to kind of be impacting them a fair bit right now. As you can see, maybe a little more desperation. Warriors is going to come in though. 2 players go down on Plastic. They will pick up the hill for the time being here. They're going to take that lead, but at the same time, if you're Warriors, you almost don't have to. You just have to focus on keeping Plastic out of that hill, because this timer is going to run down, and it's going to run down pretty quickly.
That it will, but at the same time, you can't try and play clock. You don't, because that can actually work in the favor of Plastic. Plastic So long as they're touching the hill every so often, they're keeping the clock from counting down when they're in the hill. That works to their favor. Warriors, they want to have as many points on the board for them as possible, so that once that clock really starts to get low, like I'm talking like sub 30 seconds, that it plays in their favor. It doesn't leave them the possibility of going into overtime.
No, absolutely. I mean, the hill going to be scored. I mean, I guess, okay, now if you're Worriers, you can probably think a little more about the clock because you're not worrying about giving up that hill and, you know, things get even right back up. A big thrust out of Hiker Trash will go down, though. But again, Warriors is on that new hill. They're on top of hill number 5 here. As you can see, Morris trying to get their will go down. The support from the team is here as Bad News finds one. Gonna find the nades out as a double kill on the board. Warriors is gonna have to come up back off respawn here, coming from, you know, the opposite side of the map, and that shock rifle being up as well is gonna be a pickup here. So Plastic is gonna get the control over the weapon that they want, and they're still just, you know, pay attention going forward. And that's a big kill there as Bad News just smokes the heck out of Judge. John as well going down means there's a bit of an opening here, and players up close. Big kills. Bad News turning it on. You know, I was saying everyone is just, it's their moment. Like, everyone is getting a moment in time to shine. This is Bad News map all of a sudden. As look at that, the killing spree is on. The shock rifle shots are hitting here, and you know, there's the hill. I mean, it was almost completely uncontested. I don't think Warriors touched that hill.
I'm not sure that they did either, but now we got this bottom mid hill once again. The rotation is complete. We're back to square one. And now Warriors, I think, would have an easier time of playing the clock with a more open hill like this. And playing the clock plays into their favor. Now we have, like, Judge doing pretty much exactly what I would do with the camouflage. Just be a nuisance. Let them think they're safe in the hill and then start shooting them and make them panic. As we get to 10 seconds on the clock here, Plastic has to go now and basically has to have a picture-perfect hold in this bottom mid-hill, and they can't really leave it. All Warriors has to do is make them leave just for a minute, because even for just a couple seconds of them being outside that hill plays in their favor, and that just like that, we got ourselves a Game 5.
Oh, Game 5, this is that grand final. But here we are, we're back. It's Recharge Slayer, map number 5 of the night. We knew it was going to go basically the distance, and, you know, we were not disappointed at all, as we are going all the way.
Well, let's take on board with Hiker here as he has camo. Looks like he's coming up behind Bad News, who looked like he has snipe for Plastic. Oh dear, the camo eye sees him. But Morris taken down by John with the good support. And the very nice nade does not pick up the kill though somehow. But Warriors with the early 3-kill lead, but excuse me. They did have the lead on Aquarius, and we know how that worked out.
Yeah, I mean, they had a pretty good lead on Aquarius for sure. And we do indeed know how that worked out. It did not go in their favor. The Warriors, though, you know, immediately almost blows that lead, you know, right out of the gate, right? Last time they had it for a little bit longer. This time it is gone just like that. 9-8 is your kill count right now, as the lead has disappeared. It's vanished. It is, you know, in the pits and gone. As you can see, 9-9 is going to be your score, and you know, they are not bothering to slow down whatsoever right now.
Yeah, and right now Warriors not really in a really great position. They had to push through long haul. They have one guy top tower. They have one guy in turbine. Plastic is controlling gold right now, which right now is kind of the stronger position. Ideally, you want the other team spawning out in like long haul, hydro area, who wants to be the one controlling elevator and gold. Right now, Warriors, they've got elevator control, they've got white tower control, but right now they're just training out. Both teams are actually doing a very good job training each other out, not dying. And the thing is, if you get it, I like what Hiker's got here with the camo. Picks up the 1 kill. Does not over-challenge it, which I really appreciate. So many people will get that red mist in their eyes and just immediately charge.
the tunnel vision would be real. No, that's for sure. I mean, it's just, you know, you see someone and you're like, I gotta go. Call my name. I gotta go.
Especially a situation like this, like, oh, it's game 5. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta get this kill. I gotta get this kill. It can only be me. No, you've got 3 other people with you. They can help you. You let them.
Calm down. Just a bit here, and you know, shock rifle. Judge goes out, misses the no scope, and is punished for it. Does you know, red again. Warriors with the lead here. As 2 kills go their way, they do lose 2 players in the process, but they're able to trade out. And now Syzygy is going to be the proud owner of that shock rifle. Lots of shots still in the chamber here. And, you know, a few people poking their heads out, is not able to hit that headshot, though, so can't capitalize on that opportunity. And instead, going to have to support the team. Is going to miss that one as well. That was quite the bouncing plasma, actually.
Nearly dodged that. No, it's very close. But they're maintaining this lead. They extended it to a 3-kill lead now. And I like how Worriers is trapping Plastic. They're trapping them very, very well. You know, there's different schools of thought with Slayer. Sometimes people will stick to a particular setup and they will hold that setup until Kingdom Come and everything else, as Hiker gets a nice no-scope there. But I would say the better Slayer teams are the ones that are able to do both those things. They're able to both hold down regimented, strict setups, but also be flexible and trap people, you know, when they find the opportunity. As Hiker makes the very bold play there. I do like the bold plays sometimes. That's definitely a time to do it.
I mean, if there was a time, that was definitely it there. Capitalizes really well, too, because, I mean, does go down and trades that out, but a teammate was there to support and finish that kill off, so, I mean, right now, Plastic, this kill, you know, all that slaying and stuff that they had before, not as prevalent. They're still down 3 kills here. Still some work to do, as Morris is going to get back down, is going to have to retreat and get out of there and get that teammate support. You know, trying to do a bait and switch. They don't fall for it. So no chance just yet to go forward from the side of Plastic there, but they are, you know, still eating away at this kill count. It's now 3 in the lead.
Hiker make a flank through White Tower. I wonder if he's going to pick up a kill there. I wonder if he knows that where the other team is. Unfortunately, that ends up biting him. He ends up going down. This is still a lead for Warriors, but it's only by 1. Actually, as I say that, it's tied up. Shallow picking up the fresh sniper. Warriors all spawning long haul, and it looks like he's already looking kind of the right direction. And boom, headshot, 30-29 in favor of Plastic as we hit the halfway mark. That
Warriors gotta hang on to this lead, right? It's like you were talking about this. They had this lead in map 2, and it was about this time, you know, somewhere around this, you know, this 30, you know, 25-30. That's a nice shot there out of jail, looking for another. But it was approximately this time where the tide kind of turned for Warriors, and they began to give a lot of ground to Plastic. So you gotta see what's going on here and if they're gonna be able to maintain it, because Plastic up to a 2-point lead, and the last time this happened, they just took it and they never let it go.
Hiker with the camo. He's been doing a good job getting the camo for Warriors. And it looks like the whole of Plastic is stuck here at Elevator, basically. Oh, for the love of God, just shoot him, please. I'm kind of amazed. I'm kind of amazed because I'm seeing him like ducking and weaving among all these people, and I understand like he can't shoot immediately because he would get caught out immediately by the rest of them, but when there's a dude right in front of you who's like really, really weak, for God's sake, just shoot him at that point.
Just please, just put a bullet. All right, it's all right. But Bad News finds the kill though, and we are all tied up. It's 38-38. As we can see, I mean, for those, this is not actually map 2. This is map 5. We are, you know, going the distance between these two teams here. As the shots are still coming through, Judge is going to charge forward. They're going to fly a 2-kill lead now for Warriors at this moment here. We're seeing just everyone, all Warriors just got stuck. Everyone just got pinned in that corner there, basically. They just ate, you know, a half dozen nades, it looks like. But they still have this lead. They traded out 1-for-1 somehow. Big flank here out of Chelo. Finds one, can't find the second, is not able to close that one out. Is going to have to run away from that plasma pistol shot. But a teammate is coming in to support there. And Morris finds one. I think it's traded out there, and a big nade just flies in from the back. I don't know how Warriors are getting these trades. I really don't. But somehow this is working out for them.
You know, they just seem to be doing a better job of communicating versus Aquarius communicating who to shoot, because they're getting those trades because when they have someone coming in from behind, they're getting shot in the back like that, they're immediately turning and shooting the same person. And you know, it sounds like a simple thing. It's like, oh yeah, duh, shoot the same person. But to do it that quickly in that moment, that matters. It's harder to do than you might think. You're, oh my goodness. To not pick up that kill at Attic, I don't know how it was. That, I believe it was Syzygy lived up there, but that is going to cost Plastic here. And Worriers takes game number 5. Once again, takes Recharge Slayer. Once again, takes the series win.